This is 98.7 WFMT Chicago, a service of Network Chicago. This is Carl Grapentine. Happy Mozart's birthday to you.
Well, welcome, Steve.
Thank you, John.
First of all, what, in your view, has made 2007 a particularly rewarding, eventful year for the station? And what can you point to as your innovations in programming and other services to the community?
Well, I would say, without singling out any specific broadcast for right now, the thing in 2007 that excited me the most was the number of live broadcasts that we did from all over Chicago, in the performance studio, and around the world. Because in doing that, live broadcasting and the emphasis on live music, I think we really distinguish ourselves. And I think it's one thing that I've added to since I've been at WFMT.
Now it's 7:43. We are going to check in from Salzburg. Guten Tag, Fräulein Flynn.
Grüß Gott.
What sort of feedback do you get from your listenership as to that live programming and how it's expanded and developed?
It's a funny thing, but in radio, we sometimes don't get a lot of feedback for a specific broadcast. But the best feedback, and this has been true my whole career because FMT is member-supported, is from members during pledge. As you know, we do 3 pledge drives a year, 8 days each, and each one in 2007, actually going back to November of 2006, each of those 4 pledge drives broke a record.
This was a banner year for the station in that you began streaming.
Yes.
24-hour,
right?
Right.
Actually, to go back to the mid-'90s, FMT was one of the first stations in the world to stream. We were out there through a company called Broadcast.com with the advent of mobile broadband, where people are going to get high-speed, high-quality, CD-quality audio into their cell phones and into their car.
Yes.
We thought we can't have the barrier of subscription. So about 3 months ago, we made it free. So we're free 24/7. And just in the 3 months that it's been free, we asked people to sign up, but it's free. We've had 8,000 people subscribe or tell us they want the stream. Pretty soon we're going to take away even that, the registration. You'll just get it. And we think it's going to expand, and I see that as a tremendous part of our future.
Do you foresee a day when radio will become so old media that it is non-existent? Or will you always have that traditional component of your services to the community and the world?
I actually do predict a day when over-the-air radio will go away, but it's not anytime soon. You're talking 10, 15, 20, 25 years from now when no one tunes into the radio over the air, when it's all streamed. I do see that happening, but it's not going to happen soon. Now, the mobile broadband that I mentioned, when you can go down your car, down Lakeshore Drive, and instead of tuning in a radio station in Chicago, you can tune in any web radio station in the world, or any stream that's just web only. You're talking about thousands and thousands and thousands of possibilities in your car.
Yeah.
Now that changes the whole ballgame for us, because what does that say to a guy who's managing a radio station in a city? You better have an internet strategy, and you better be a player on that internet. It raises the question, though, of how do you balance appealing to somebody in Perth, Australia, or Bangor, Maine, and still be a Chicago local station? And that's something we think about all the time. And to me, you didn't ask the question, but part of the answer is we're famous for working with the local groups in town. And it doesn't matter whether it's Lyrics, ESO, or Vinny, the big organizations, or whether it's Music on the Loft, which is, I think, seats about, 80 or something like that, or the Chicago Chamber Players, or whatever it might be. We're tied to more groups in town than any station I know of. The fact is, and we broadcast a lot of the music from those
Yes,
groups.
you do.
The answer to the person listening in Perth is that we're fortunate that they're terrific ensembles. The music here is terrific. So it really is at a world-class level, and someone listening around the world in a different place isn't going to notice, there's no compromise.
That's right.
In quality. So that's one way of balancing it. We'll never lose the Chicago feel.